Namaste, beautiful yogis. This is an intermediate to advanced warm-up routine designed to prepare the practitioner for deeper stretching or for more intense workout. Let's begin in a comfortable seated position, Sukhasana, easy pose. Hands over the knees. Begin to deepen your breath. And let's bring the right hand on the floor. Lift the left arm up and over your head, side bend. Switching sides. And back to center, and we're gonna twist over to the left and over to the right, elongating the spine through the crown of the head. And now just walk your hands in front of you, lengthening the back. Slowly walking back up. And let's bring the hands on the floor on the mat. Take downward facing dog. Walk your hands to the front of your mat, forward bend. Inhale, coming up to standing, hands over the heart. Big breath in, lift. Exhale, forward fold. Hands on the floor, step into plank, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Back to chaturanga, exhale, downward facing dog. And let's step the hands to the front of the mat. Come all the way up to standing, hands over the heart. Big breath in, lifting over the head. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, looking ahead of you, hands on the floor, step back plank. Lower down chaturanga, upward facing dog, belly in. Inner thigh squeezing towards the midline, back to chaturanga, exhale, downward facing dog. Spread the fingers wide open. Inhale, left leg up, step the left foot between your hands and come up, high lunge. Straightening the legs facing the side wall. Exhale, forward bend in a wide legged stance. And we're just gonna walk the hands to the front or back of the mat to the right foot and come up, high lunge. Hands on the floor, chaturanga, upward dog. Back to chaturanga, exhale, downward facing dog. And you can walk your feet between your hands, forward bend, let your head be heavy. Inhale, coming all the way up to standing, hands over the third eye, hands over the heart in prayer. Chair pose. Sit back. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, look ahead of you, flat back. Hands on the floor. You're either gonna hop back or walk back into plank or chaturanga. Inhale. Upward facing dog. Tuck the tailbone under. Chaturanga. Exhale, downward facing dog. Drawing the navel in. Inhale. Right leg up. Step the right foot between your hands. Warrior one. Hips facing forward. Bending the right knee. Breathe into your left hip flexor. Spin your left hip inward and forward. Exhale, hands on the floor, lifting the right leg, one-legged chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Back to chaturanga. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg up, step the left foot between your hands, warrior one. Come up. Pressing into the outer edge of the right foot. Rotating the outer right thigh forward. Exhale, hands on the floor, flat back, one-legged chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Press the collarbones open. And back to chaturanga. Exhale, downward facing dog. Drawing the navel in. Uddiyana Bandha. Look between your hands and either jump or walk to forward bend, chair pose. Let's bring the hands in prayer and bring the right elbow on the outside of the left knee. Back to center and over to the other side. Really exhale and go into this twist. Keeping the right knee bent, step your left foot all the way back into lunge. Twisting lunge. And step forward into chair, switching sides. Take your right foot all the way back into lunge. Twist here. We're really warming up with the twists now. Exhale, soften the belly, go deeper in the twist. Walk forward, hands on the floor, plank. And we're gonna jump here 10 to 20 times. Star jumps, go as quickly as you can to get your blood moving. And warm up. Keep your belly in and keep your body tight. Once you're done, upward facing dog. Chaturanga, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg up. Step the right foot between your hands. Come up, warrior. One. Hands behind you. Clasping, open the chest, look up. Fraying the shoulders, bending forward, humble warrior. Press into the outer edge of your back foot. Forehead towards the ankle. Inhale, coming back up. Reach over your head. Exhale, hands on the floor. One-legged chaturanga. Upward dog. Chaturanga. Downward dog. Inhale the left leg up. Step the left foot between your hands. Come up, warrior one. Clasping the hands behind you, reverse the clasp, reverse the grip. Open your chest, look up, walk your hands down your right leg. Slowly begin to bend forward, holding the clasp, humble warrior. Pressing into the outer edge of the right foot, sink as deep as you can in your stance here. Keep pressing the hands away from you. And release your hands on the floor, step back, one-legged chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Back to chaturanga, exhale, downward facing dog. Drawing the navel in, spread the fingers open, rotating the inner thighs back towards the back of the room. And let's look between the hands and either hop or walk into chair pose. Lifting the toes off the floor, activating the arches of the feet. Exhale, forward bend, clasp your hands behind you. One more time, stretching the shoulders. Shake your head, yes and no. Come back halfway up, hands on the hips. Come all the way up to standing. Hands behind the head, press your elbows out to the sides and back, open the chest. Lift the chest up towards the ceiling. And let's inhale the hands over the head. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, looking ahead of you. Hop or walk back into plank and chaturanga. Upward facing dog. And now prepare for quick movement. Look between your hands and you're gonna jump forward from this position. Toes, top of toes on the floor. You're gonna jump into a squat at the front. Low squat. Hands on the floor. Jump up into handstand and jump back into plank. We're gonna repeat this. Chaturanga. Upward dog. Jump forward. Low squat. Hands on the floor. Jump into handstand and hop back into plank. And upward facing dog. And repeat this sequence a few more times as quickly as you can. As you progress, you can actually increase the repetitions, going back into plank, upward dog, jumping forward into low squat, and then again handstand jump to jumping back into plank. This is really gonna warm you up and prepare you for stretching or for other activities. Jumping forward into low squat, jumping up into handstand, jumping back into plank, chaturanga, upward dog, and jumping forward, low squat. And again, handstand jump, and you can relax in low yogic squat. Forward bend, straightening the legs. Let the crown of your head point down towards the floor. And come up to standing flat back. Inhale, hands over the head and over the heart. Sit back chair. Forward bend, straighten the legs. Inhale, look ahead of you. Step back plank, side plank, right hand on the floor. Plank, chaturanga, side plank, left hand on the floor. Lift your hips as high as you can. Chaturanga and right plank. Chaturanga, left side plank. Chaturanga, right side plank. Chaturanga, left side plank. A few more of those. Go as quickly as you can. Keep your belly in and perform really nicely aligned chaturangas. Try to go for 5 at first, then increase to 10 reps of this sequence, then 15 and so forth. Write down your scores, see if you're improving, if your cardiovascular performance is improving. Once you're done, you can rest in child's pose and either stretch or continue with a workout or a deeper and more involved yoga routine. Namaste.